Your son is gay. I'm depressed and I'm also lonely. So I thought, what's the next best thing to getting professional help? And the answer to that my low IQ brain conjured up, making a reality TV show starring only me. Cause I'm narcissistic. So here's your son is gay. Look, he's literally always making his Star Wars toys each other. Come on now, you're over exaggerating. He's just a kid. Kids are weird and stupid like that. I'm just looking at this child playing with his Star Wars toys as if they were lustful toys. You know, like the ones they sell in those shops. You know which ones I'm talking about. I get that we've been friends since college and I've always been more smarter, sexier, confident, and better than you, but I think you need to understand that your son needs Jesus. Stephanie and I have been friends ever since college. She's just someone I took under my wing since she didn't have a lot of friends and I felt a lot of sympathy towards her. Not because I didn't have any friends, but because I thought talking to her was a nice thing to do. So I was in a sorority in college and I think Gabriela wanted to get a bid. She didn't get it, but we were still friends. You're just reaching conclusions. My boy is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with him. This woman is delusional. Her son, who is 5 years old, has this R2-D2 figurine and this Anakin Skywalker figurine, and he's doing things with them. Can you explain how that's happening under this woman's nose? And she doesn't seem to want to do anything about it. It's not about whether or not you want to accept that your son is a homosexual, but your son is clearly attracted to the male body. My son is alright. He's just a little bit hyperactive and curious. Just look at her, the way she acts, the way she talks. You need to understand that we're not dealing with a rational person here. So I think that we need to proceed with caution. Leviticus 13 is very clear and says Leviticus 13 is Gabriela's favorite Bible verse. The Bible is very clear in that homosexuals are evil and we need to get rid of evil in this world. How more clear can it be? I mean, the text is explicit on that. And anyone that tells you otherwise hasn't read it. It's that simple. You just need a belt. Here, use this one. I'm not gonna hit my son with a belt. That's aggressive. It's simple. You just have to do it like this. Hey, stop making your Star Wars toys do simple things to each other. He's too young to comprehend anything you're saying. Gabriela is being a little aggressive right now, but it's in her personality. Like, who doesn't have an aggressive side to them? I am concerned he's gonna traumatize baby Jacob though. Oh, baby Jacob's my 5-year-old boy. I still call him baby Jacob even though his name's Jacob because I think it's cute, isn't it? The devil will come knocking on your door if you don't do anything. God forbid you become one of those LGBTQIA plus CYAXY3 Legends Archives RACUA plus Deluxe Marcus Edition. Gabriela loves mentioning the LGBTQ plus community. Even though she's not a part of it, I think they hold a special place in her heart. You know what I really think, Stephanie? I think that you are not fit to be a mother. Which isn't very surprising. I mean, you never wanted to have kids and then suddenly you hook up with Louis, who you're not even married to. You have a kid and what? Look, he turns out to be a homosexual. This is a sign from God. It's a sign from Jesus that your life is in the wrong, has been on the wrong for a while. And now you have this. What I have is a product of love. My son is not a curse, he's a gift. You're not listening. Those homosexuals, they're out here. They don't just want to be open about who they love. They want to take over the world. The world, Stephanie. And you're gonna let your son become a part of that? I know what that alphabetical mafia's up to, and I'm gonna do everything I can to stop it. I know it's coming, and you all better prepare because I think it's gonna be a lot worse than just a World War III. Gabriela's very passionate about the gay agenda. A friend once tried reaching out to a psych ward once she saw the sticky notes on Gabriela's wall. You're being paranoid. There's no such thing as a gay agenda. Who knows what they're gonna do? Maybe they could even turn people like Louis gay. Would you like that? Would you like that? Louis is my college sweetheart. We met first year of college, and even though we agreed to be friends for a couple months, we got very close to each other, and eventually we ended up dating, and one thing led to another, and now we have baby Jacob. Louis is not gay. Says who? Lucifer? That's what they want you to think. They want you to think it's not possible so that they can do it in secret. You're not making a lot of sense. I'm starting to think you're still a little salty about that one guy that turned out to be gay who you really liked. Alex wasn't gay. He was confused. So one day he tells me he's attracted to men and I'm like, it's okay, we can fix this. But then he looks at me, he's like, what do you mean? Like, what is there to fix? I'm like, we can fix it, we can fix this problem. But some problems are too hard to fix. Science says that you can change him. If he said that he loved me, he meant it. What scientific research am I referencing? The Bible. That has all the science research you need. You know, I don't want to talk about this. We're here to talk about your son. Your son is gay, and I'm willing to bet on that. But didn't say you thought gambling was a sin? No, I'm speaking figuratively. If anyone has ever seen me in a casino, they're lying. And if it's true, then I was only there to convert gamblers and help them see God's way. What do you mean there's records of me gambling? All the money I have has been hard-earned money, not because I happen to have a very good hand at blackjack because my mom was an alcoholic. You know what? I've had enough of this. You're a disappointment, Stephanie. Your child is a disappointment. He's a disappointment to you, to the world, to God, to Jesus. And you need to do something about it to fix it. Otherwise, you will go down as a sinful woman. How could you say that? When Gabriella calls you a sinful woman, you know she's angry. You are a deceased. I always knew there was something wrong about you. All the way back in college, I knew that you were just a disgusting woman, but I felt bad for you. And that's the only reason we've been friends for the past 11 or 12 years. Whichever points to me being younger. How could you? How could a friend say that? You're being so rude and mean right now. You know, it's not every day that you're told that you're going to hell by someone who said they'd always be there for you so that you can find Jesus and they can find a way to get into your sorority. Well, you're wrong, Stephanie. I'm innocent in all of this. But I still have it in me to call something out when it's wrong. Because you know what, Stephanie? When I was a little girl, I used to think I had a purpose. I never knew what that purpose was, but I knew that God, Jesus, the universe had something brilliant in store for me, something sacred that only I could do. And I knew that one day I would find out, and I'm starting to think that this may be it. You know, I've always made it my duty to help people find Jesus. But I think it's even more important that we get rid of these homosexuals who are converting our children into Lucifer. And as I sit here watching your gay son let that Anakin Skywalker figurine take advantage of that R2-D2, I know that what I'm doing is right. This isn't the first time Gabriella thinks she's found her purpose. She also thinks she found her purpose when she came across a trans person and thought that misgendering them was her duty. So I will call child services on you because it just so happens that we live in Florida. You don't even live in the United States. And I will make sure that your son is saved, even if you can't be saved. I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry, Stephanie. If you think that's the right thing to do, then go ahead and call them. You can't stop me. Gabriella's not gonna call anyone. Oh, you think I won't do it? You think I won't do it? Oh, I'll do it, you slut. Watch me do it, you ugly, filthy slut. You know, you're always gonna make sure that before you do something big, you let the person who is a part of this moment feel small and belittled. Gabriella loves having her moments. You know, it's a shame because I actually thought that you and Lewis were a decent couple. I'm not sure how Lewis is gonna react, but I'm sure at the end of the day, he's gonna thank me. I'm pretty sure Gabriella has been attracted to Lewis for years now. I hope you know that even though I'm gonna do this, I really thought you were a good friend at some point. Gabriella and I get together about once every 3 years. But then I see you get married, you pop out this kid and you let him roam around like a free homosexual. I see that you lost it. You've really lost it. There's no way to save you. You can't be left around roaming the world like that. I think you really are a danger to society, Stephanie. Gabriella once tried running over a couple because she thought they came out of an abortion clinic. Turns out they just come out of a Mexican restaurant nearby and one of them had a very spicy pepper. Which is why I'm doing the right thing by calling child services on you. Gabriella likes to bring up child services whenever there's a kid she thinks needs conversion. I'm pretty sure they've blocked her number at this point. And I'm also gonna call the police too because police brutality is a lie from Satan. Gabriella likes to call the police whenever she shares a space with someone who's not straight or who isn't white. You need to be locked up, even if it breaks my heart. But I can't go soft on you. I have to do what I know is right. And I have to put you away. You monster. You almost have me in tears. You're making this moment so much more dramatic than it has to be. I don't know if you get pleasure from this or if you really like the attention, but you really like hurting people, don't you, Stephanie? These accusations they're accusations I've heard about 500 times from her, but they still hurt. But I need to find my happy place. Jesus, yes, Jesus. Jesus is gonna lead me to my happy place because Jesus is the answer to everything. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. When I was a little girl, I once tripped and everyone laughed at me. But then when I got home, my mom told me, what do you think Jesus would have done? And I said, laugh at me? And she said, probably. But then she said he would do it because he was in a happy place. And if you find Jesus too, you can also be in that happy place. So I promised myself to never trip again, so I could always be in that happy place where I could laugh at people just like I'm sure Jesus would whenever they tripped. Gabriella found Jesus the day she sat on a washing machine and forgot that it was on. I have a feeling her happy place leads her to her bedroom a lot of times. Okay, that's it. Get out. I was getting very tired of Gabriella that day, and I could tell that baby Jacob was getting scared, so I did what an irrational person would have done about 20 minutes ago. You just touch me? Oh, that's it. I'm not an angry woman, but girl, you don't touch this dress. I'm starting to think you're gay too. I think Gabriella managed to find her happy place again that day. I'm straight, but they told me that if I came on here and said I was gay, they would give me money. So